You know, this is a city literally where dreams are made, people who make it to the top floor. But there are those whose dreams completely get destroyed, debris all around their dreams. This is a city built for innovators, for can-doers, chasing impossibilities till they yield possibilities. A city built for dream chasers, chasing dreams before they disappear. But not all dreams come true. Some are defeated by cold realities. Some just fade. Some dreams will stand apart from the rest. Others will merge with the ordinary. And in this city of dream chasers, and at the dawn of the digital age, billions of ideas and dreams are battling it out. My quest is to find the exceptional one, that one in a billion. The one who conquers all the challenges with all but one idea. A quest for the outliers. This is a celebration of the human spirit. The spirit to explore, to innovate, to survive, to compete, to do better, to be that one in a billion, to be a unicorn. Earlier, people used to say, I'm starting a new business. Now everything's a startup. Can I give this away? There are two kinds of people in this world. Those who've already started a startup and those who eventually will. India is becoming the startup capital of the entire world. And this is our quest to find the next unicorn, the next company that's valued at $1 billion. But our quest is a little bit more. A company valued at $1 billion with brand new ideas worth more than $1 billion. Our adventure, our quest begins. This is Unicorn, chasing the startup dream.
The world of startups continues to fascinate and is a big roller coaster ride. While some founders make headlines for receiving funding of over 400 crores, others are ruthlessly laying off huge sections of their staff. I'm Pallavi Batra, and today on Unicorn, I'm going on a lookout for startups in all shapes and sizes. On today's episode, we bring you two unique startups. Will one of them be the next unicorn? We'll only know when we throw them open to our mentors, two sharks who won't let them off the hook so easily. We all know that the transport system in India is large and diverse. It caters to over 1.2 billion people after all. But the infrastructure, unfortunately, can't seem to keep up with this staggering figure, and we find ourselves battling jams on the roads on a daily basis. And this has created the perfect opportunity for one startup. This is Move in Sync, a startup based out of Bangalore that provides an end-to-end solution for employee transport management for companies. Here are some burning questions on my mind. Is this just another app to jump onto the carpooling bandwagon? Has it resolved Bangalore's traffic mayhem? Will fierce competition by big taxi aggregators catch up? Bad jams, nightmarish congestion on the roads, and long waiting hours during travel. The fight with Bengaluru's traffic jam is a daily struggle. So I was told I will reach in 20 minutes and it's already been 45 minutes. Oh, I think now 5 minutes. So I've just stepped out of my car because, as we all know, it can be a nightmare to get from one point to another in a city like Bangalore because of these massive traffic jams. So I'm going to go meet one such startup which is trying to make solid efforts to get us all out of this mess. And right now I'm on the 100 feet road in Indiranagar because rumor has it this is where all the funded startups hang out. So I'm going to go and chill with the guys from Move in Sync. Meet the CEO of Move in Sync, Deepesh Agarwal, who drives the overall strategy at Move in Sync. Anuvrat heads the technology team at Move in Sync with the single focus of making employee transportation simpler. And the third co-founder, Akash, is known to be the real taskmaster as he drives the overall operations at MoveNSync. So Dipesh, what is it that MoveNSync is all about, and why do you all set up in Bangalore?
I've been in Bangalore for a couple of years, and I think the big problem which all of the growing cities, especially Bangalore, faces is you see too many people on the roads out there. Everyone figures out how to get less people, how to get less cabs on the road, or how to get less vehicles on the road and make it congestion free. I think so that was the prime idea of starting MoveNSync.
How are you differentiating yourself from the other players in the market? You have the Ubers and the Olas. Why should someone choose you?
What MoveNSync is doing is it's using technology to ensure that 90% of the people, which is 7 million of the workforce, can get picked up from home and get dropped to the office in a price which is 1/3 the price.
So Anuvrat, Dipesh has really been hogging all the limelight, but I want to know from you, what are the challenges that lie ahead for MoveNSync?
To remain as a product company is the real challenge. Given transportation, it works on a thin margin. You cannot make a product which charges you a lot. And you have to work within that limit. So keeping the cost under control, whether it's the development cost or the cost of running, is very important.
So what is great about MoveNSync, I think, is that you're the only people of this kind who are doing something like this, who are really trying to bring in a solution, and you really have no competition right now. And I've heard a lot about it. Now I want to get my hands on it. So can we see the app in action on road now?
Sure.
Okay. I headed over to the MoveNSync office located in HSR Layout, an upcoming suburb in Bengaluru. I won't lie, I was half expecting to walk into a corporate jungle-like glasshouse, given the experience of MoveNSync's successful founders. But the office is anything but steel and grey. Young, energetic, colourful and even quirky without a sign of chaos. But is this the calm before the storm? I still have some burning questions for Akash. And in terms of the practical solution on road, what has been the impact of MoveNSync?
So we are able to really reduce the number of vehicles which are flying on the road. One of our customers, which was earlier using 250 vehicles, they are able to run the show with 150 vehicles.
So, you know, we've seen this trend of startups getting a lot of funding, and one way they can utilize it is just by, you know, going in for mega advertising, and the other way is using that money to scale up like the VC suggests. What is your take? What should startups really be doing with that funding?
My take is that, you know, startups should really take that money and really invest on their product and really solve the problem. The rest, everything will happen.
Okay, now I want to actually see us moving forward, so why don't we start moving in sync?
Sure. Here you go.
Okay.
So what employees do is that, you know, they just go to the schedule page, schedule themselves. That time I have to come. Right. Once you get the notification, a couple of hours, an hour before
your departure time. Yeah.
You can start tracking the cab.
So once the scheduling is done, then you can just actually track your cab like this, right?
Correct.
So can we see if our cab is reached?
Yes, it's on its way.
Oh, it's like 2 minutes away.
Right.
Great. So let's go.
Let's go.
So when an employee needs to leave their house or office, what do they have to do to get the cab in time?
What they have to do is they have to just open up the app,
Okay.
right, and start tracking it,
Okay.
right? And once they know, okay, cab is nearby, they just
Yeah.
come down
Okay.
and just sit in the cab and move on.
So from the women's safety perspective, once I'm sitting in the cab, what all features do I have on the app?
So the feature that we have is a SOS button, right?
Okay.
Suppose if you're really in an uncomfortable position,
Okay.
right, which could be anything, right? Maybe because of driver or maybe because of environment.
Okay.
You just have to press this button,
Okay.
right? And as soon as you will press this button,
For 5 seconds.
5 seconds,
Okay.
there will be an alert which will happen at the security control center.
So Akash, the app looks really impressive, and I think MoveNSync has done a great job of solving employees' troubles and decongesting the roads in big cities. And of course, I really do like your focus on women's safety. So here's hoping MoveNSync is soon part of the Unicorn Club.
Thank you.
MoveNSync is providing us a great solution for one of our most common problems, traffic and travel from work to home. And they're also the first ones in this unique space, so that gives them the advantage. But it's not long before competition might just catch up. Like any startup, there are big challenges that lie ahead, but the founders seem to be a confident bunch, and I really like that.
I really like MoveNSync because it solves problems for both parties, people who are employers and employees.
If you look at the kind of results that they are showing at this point in time, it seems to be quite unbelievable. They're saying that they're able to scrape off 10 minutes from an average travel, which was otherwise 52 minutes long. I don't know how will that be possible just through tech, because finally it's the traffic conditions which actually dictate how much time will a travel take.
They should be aware of people who are offering general purpose carpooling. I mean, traditional apps which are car hailing apps are getting into pooling big time.
Scaling up is a challenge for every startup. If you go too slow, you might end up losing the momentum you built. And if you're too hasty, you may end up getting dazed and confused. Finding the right balance is a challenge for every startup. And on Unicorn, we have a prominent face from a global startup accelerator to tell us what startups should focus on while scaling up.
I think we are always looking for companies that have 3 areas of talent, primarily engineering, design, and marketing. Among those 3, you might think that engineering is actually the most critical skill set, or the design might be the most scarce skill set. But actually what we found is really it's toughest finding people who really understand marketing. And by that I really mean like online analytically driven marketing, where that person is really understanding the cost of customers and product, the revenue that's generated, and then building a model where they can figure out how to drive a volume of customers to generate revenue, and really figure out all the marketing channels that are available to startups these days.
Unicorn, presented by India Share Karega, India Care Karega. What an idea! In association with Kindle, for the love of reading. Knowledge partner, NASCOM, 10,000 startups.
Man donates life earning